Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. And in this new Frozen Throne arena run, I think it's time to try X. Why not?
Earth and fire, heed my call.
Yeah, heed it. Okay, any time now. Slowness. Start with the legendary Prince Keleseth. That's gonna be hard to arrange. This is messed up. Oh, if I knew what kind of stuff I was going to get for these guys. So this is, if you played an elemental last turn, you get to choose what from 4 different, like, super powerful spells. That's pretty solid. I could take him and just go for more elementals. This requires not putting any 2-cost cards in my deck. And then if I get him, I get +1/+1 on all my other minions, which would be very strong. But it'd be like not taking any 2-cost cards. I don't want to commit to that in the arena because I don't know where the good cards are going to be. And Murabi, whenever another minion is frozen, add a copy of it to your hand. Well, that's very powerful, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to coordinate that. That's a cool thing, but I think he's going to be a 7/7 for 8, which is going to be something. Because I don't want to make my deck with no 2-cost cards. I don't want to commit to that right at the start. This is just committing to elementals who are already tend to be reasonably good in this set and in a recent environment. So as much as I want to try and play with him, I don't. It's going to show us lots of frozen cards just to like piss me off afterwards. But I think I got to go with the elementals. Seems safer. He gives you very powerful effects when you trigger him too. Am I going to be able to get dragons for the historian? Start out going for dragons and elementals. All of these guys kind of want things too, though. Although they're much broader in what they'll take. Despite historian is really only good if I have a fair chunk of dragons. This I just need to combo with 1 beast dragon or murloc. I'm going to go with this. Even though I like the historian better as a card. I thought they took this out of the arena. Why is this still in the arena? Yeah, piece of crap. 5/4 for 5. Give adjacent minions +2 health. I'm a shaman. I can have the totems for that. On the other hand, this is slightly more stat efficient and this gives me the spell damage. Let's take the Valkyrie because it's new. I don't think it's actually a better choice, but I don't think it's big enough there for me to worry about it. Give a random lifesteal minion in your hand +2/+2. So this guy's crap unless I have a lifesteal minion in my hand. On the other hand, this guy's crap unless I have a bunch of Battlecry minions, and I've got to have him in my hand and then cast them. Battlecry is easy. Having him in my hand, like I don't like him at all. But then this thing... Oh, I thought this was the stupid one. Okay. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to take it. So it's a 2/3 for 1. Until it dies, your minions cost more. Like, that's a fairly sizable drawback. But I'd rather have this than the 2/1 for 1 that just damages both players, because nothing's stupid. It's a beast, whatever's fine. There's first dragon I passed up on. We'll take it over these guys, I think. We're definitely taking the fire elemental. I don't care about the elemental tech. I'm taking them anyway. Okay, here's a row. I could have had one of 2 choices of freezing guy in this row to go with Murabi. I'm going to take the elemental. These are expensive elementals, but since expensive elementals would power Kalamos, it's actually not the worst. Venomancer's it might as well just be a 5/5 for 5. This guy's pretty good. He's a 2/3 for 2, and he could potentially give me some spell damage. Who knows? Icebreaker, more like frozen combos. More dragon combos, of course, not as useful. Do I take it anyway? I do have a dragon now. I don't like him, though. I'd rather have this Unfeared Protector. That weapon's obviously crap unless you have a lot of freezing stuff. This row full of expensive stuff. The Swarmer's not going to be good unless I have a lot of weapons. Chances are very slim. So I'll take the Volcanosaur there. I've already got a bunch of expensive stuff. I'm not a big fan of you anyway. Let's take Earthshock. Earthshock is very flexible. I want the Bone Mare, though. Bone Mare is awesome. You have 5/5 for 7, but you also give +4/+4 and taunt to an existing minion. Hello. Starting to think I might need some taunt. I've seen a lot of people playing with these in the last set. Rockbiter weapon is very flexible. These are all solid cards. I wish I could trade some of the previous ones for them. Take one of these instead of the Hive Queen. What do I'd rather have? I mean, I think I need more cheaper things. I probably need him more, but having some taunt would be nice too. I'll take the Subarus. He's pretty steady for that cost. So, this is an elemental. It's a 4/4 for 4. If I was playing with a bunch of weapons, that would potentially grow, but it's almost certainly just going to be a 4/4 for 4. But it's an elemental. It'll help trigger the Calamos. And I have several other elementals, most of which are expensive. If I get other things that trigger off elementals, I could take that. On the other hand, Stormwind Champion's pretty good with totems. He'd be good with calling the finishers, which I'm probably not taking. Man, everything's hard. I've got a lot of expensive stuff. I think I'm going to take him just because right now my deck needs more in that casting cost range. Might regret it later. Cryostasis. I don't think that's the card for me. Don't want you. I mean, this is an interesting flexible card, but if you use it to give +3/+3 to one of your own minions, that minion's going to miss an attack, no matter what. Or if you freeze an enemy minion, you're going to make that minion fat. Of course, you can... You know what? I never thought about this because I'm an idiot. You have totems. You could just +3/+3 one of your totems. Hell, +3/+3 the taunt totem. That's an amazing deal. Hold on. This card's way better than I thought. On the other hand, I like Sea Giant. Let's take the Cryostasis now that I realize you can use it on totems. That's like 20 times more interesting than the previous one. Here's the shit, guy. See, I thought the Hive Queen was him. Screw you, guy. You are useless. We'll take a Scarlet Crusader. Demolisher would be a great thing to cryostasis. Ah, it's a 4/7 now, and it's still going to do its damage and stuff. And then when it ever does wake up, it'll like kick your ass. And this is bad for me. This is not this. I still say he's the best Hog Rider, but he's not that exciting. Let's take the Demolisher, even though I probably never get it with the cryostasis. 10/10 for 10 is okay, but we'll take Jade Lightning because direct damage is direct damage. Servant of Calamos. We definitely want him. I'm not gonna have enough weapons to make this worthwhile. Lava Burst versus Evolve. Evolve is pretty strong. Yeah, and I have a lot of these things I feel like could be improved. I gotta remember Beast Dragons and Murlocs for that. I've got not a lot. I've got a number of beasts. Bone Mirror is not a beast because it's bone. Still, Dragon, Mech. Oh, I have fewer beasts than I thought. Okay. Anyway, do I want to take the Evolve or over the Lava Burst? I think I'm going to take the Lava Burst. I think it's going to be more consistent for me. I want the Fire Plume Phoenix, and these guys aren't persuading me otherwise. Cobalt Scalebane. That speaker's pretty cool, but I'm taking Scalebane because he's amazing. Also, Totems. He's 5/5 for 5, and at the end of your turn, he gives +3/+3 to, or sorry, +3/+0 to a random friendly minion other than himself. Damn. None of you are any good at all. I've had so many Silithid Swarmers. If I was a rogue, that would have been kick-ass, but you actually have to get your weapons as cards as a shaman, and I'm unlikely to take too many of them anyway. You're bad for my class. You're bad for my class or deck anyway. So I guess we're taking you. Mediocre. Necrotic Geist. This guy is eh. Jungle Panther would be another one for the Magician or whatever, but I don't really care about that much. Necrotic Geist is pretty interesting though. If you play him before trading a bunch of minions, you get a bunch of 2/2 ghouls. If you can keep them alive and just keep trading those ghouls, the ghouls will keep spawning other ghouls. Let's try that out. Why not? Azura's Veteran is a pretty good 1-drop. My deck is kind of heavy expensive. On the other hand, since I'm slower anyway, maybe I should take the Nesting Rock and get more beefy tauntness. I'm going to do that. I've got no Jade, so this is just going to be a 5/5 plus a 1/1 taunt. That's not super worthwhile. I'm better off taking the Friendly Bartender to give me a little bit more early game. Spell damage +2 and a 4/4 for it is pretty strong. So if I've got Earth Shock, Lava Burst, and Jade Lightning, that's a few cards, but I don't have any of the area damage spells. I don't have much time to get them. If I had like Lightning Storms and stuff, this would be an awesome combo, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to go with the Bartender out of this row. I looked at that row and thought I was getting Lightning Storms, but no. So he likes the Elementals, but he doesn't count as one. I think I'm maybe better off just taking another Earth Shock. Although, I don't have that many cheap minions. You know what? I'm going to need him for cheap minions. He's going to be a 3/3 for 3. He's a beast. Technically, there's a chance that I might get something else. So I could take Giant Wasp on the same theory, but Hex is pretty strong. I don't have a... I've got some direct damage. I think I've got to take that Hex so I have a chance to get rid of tremendously bad things. Do I want the Eldritch Horror? I don't think so. I mean, I have a lot of 5 and up stuff, and some of them are really powerful, but some of them are not. But I don't know if I want... I don't know if 6/8 no abilities is really what I want to fill out that slot. The Drukhari, the Asher's Veteran is pretty good, solid. You can give +1 attack to a totem, make it attack out of nowhere when they're not expecting it. It's just like 2/1 for 1 and an extra stat point is good and very easy to use. On the other hand, this guy is pretty powerful. He just has a big drawback. That 2/8 taunt can kill a lot of crud, though. But he does eat your entire next turn. If you play him on turn 3. That is a tough one. How much taunt do I have? I've got almost no taunt. I've got her to give things taunt. That requires me to have other things. I didn't take any other taunts except for the, whatever, nesting rock. I'm going to take him. He's interesting and he gives taunt. I'm not sure if he's the better choice. Skulking Geist to blow up everyone's 1-cost cards, which I wouldn't be missing out on too much, but I think I'm better off taking the Earth Elemental because it's smashy as hell. Alright, well, this is going to be interesting. I don't have a whole lot of elementals for the Servant of Kalamos. Like, I don't have many that are cheaper than him. I do have enough sort of high-cost elementals that hopefully I'll have an elemental in my hand for Kalamos. The non-servant, like the actual Kalamos. I have no idea how this deck's going to go. Let's find out. It's got some direct damage. It's got some, like, elemental combos. The elemental combos, if they go off, are really excellent. It's got some fatness. It's got one crazy Geist combo. It's got a couple of things that could combo off the Cryostasis, but mostly I just took it because suddenly I realized it can Cryostasis totems. And when you turn a 0/2 totem into a 3/5, the worst, like, what's the worst that can happen? You weren't really losing attack because it wasn't going to have an attack anyway. So the one turn when it can't attack is like, well. Cryostasis the taunt totem is excellent. If your opponent has to use a card to remove your 3/5, then that costs him stuff anyway. Plus the totem's powers still work. When, like, the healing totem, that still works. This is pretty strong. Okay, I don't want you early game. I don't want you early game. I don't even think I want you early game. So let's try and get some better stuff. His healing power is worthless early game, but he overall is perfectly good starting hand material. That's like why he's good. Okay, well, I've got a bit of a casting cost curve now. I draw the Servant of Kalamos to go after him. Nope, that's also on curve. Do I coin this out? I don't think so. I think I'm going to save that for an emergency, that coin. And a bunch of fatter things I might need to get out. That was odd. So, if I could play this, if my opponent can't do 1 damage, then this would, like, kill that. Another possibility, I could play him and then coin this out, and then I wouldn't be able to cast anything for a while, but then one of them's going to trade for that guy anyway. It's probably stupid, but let's try and do the Demolisher. That guy on his own can't quite kill it. He needs some help.
I am not a morning
I'm going to help him.
person.
Although that might absorb the shot. Actually, that gives a lot of targets, so my thing's probably not going to make it. Wow! You have terrible aim, you dumbass. Okay. So, new plan. We're just going to trade him for the 3/1, because he's an idiot, apparently. There's 3 minions out there. He can't hit one of them. Like, if he hit that, it would have been kind of annoying. Or, like, I wanted him to kill that, but it would have been understandable. But no, you're just an idiot. So this might screw me later, but I'm going to just kill that. and get out these two guys. This does need to die, and actually there's nothing out there that looks like a convenient way to get him killed, so I might really regret that, but we'll see.
I sense your struggle.
Excuse me. Okay.
I see you.
Freezing him. That's pretty annoying. Awesome. So, probably screwed myself. My opponent's properly taking advantage of it. That's not the most useful of things.
Bottoms up.
Her will get rid of 2 minions in the future. Killing it would get rid of 2 damage now. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So yeah, that's not great. Opponent's Hive Queen now, of course. Probably work out better than mine. Yeah, he was able to play around it very well, which is actually quite annoying. Just like giving myself this big drawback for no good reason. Kill that. Play this. I'm going to take a beating. On the plus side, my opponent's deck has been full of small cards. I've got a handful of chunkier cards. Of course, he might just have some life in game stuff. Really? You're keeping that alive? Okay. Alright. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll return the favor. It's probably not bothering him as much. Dark Reaper! Annoying! I'm getting my face beaten in, though. I'm pretty much going to have to play this guy just to keep things going. Play the Thunder Lizard with Adapt, but then I wouldn't have enough mana left to do good stuff for the most part. I am going to have problems. I actually should kill this one instead of that, because then he'll stand up better. I am so almost dead already. I really shouldn't have played that stupid queen. I should have done it initially, I should have with the coin, because at that point there was a clear avenue for how to get rid of her.
Flames consume you.
Ow. As if. That sucks. Not playing at all. Okay. Wow, can I not do too much right now? Like, they're gonna kick my ass. Now, I can give him... if I just play him, I can then give him taunt. So that's probably what I have to do. What do we get? Not the best stuff. I guess the Divine Shield will go well with the taunt.
Shield up.
Then I'll have my mana back, and I can hopefully do something, but... so it's looking pretty ugly. If my opponent just starts shooting me every turn with the hero power, I will go down pretty fast. I believe I've misplayed something. Oh, that's so bad! Gets 2 friggin' cards. And he's gonna shoot me every turn, which is also so bad. Okay, well now I can burn him down. I have to regain control by killing stuff, except that I don't have enough mana left for this. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Do I need to Lava Burst that? I think I need to Lava Burst that thing just to reduce the damage I was taking. If I had 1 more mana, I would have killed it. I would have traded this and shot it with the Fire Plume Phoenix, but that's not an option. Got nothing else, nothing out that can be buffed by the Magician, so that's crap. Charge? Wow, I could just be dead right now. I could just be dead right now. And even if I'm not, I'm so close to dead. God damn it. It's like, I don't have the stuff in here to heal me. He's having a hard time deciding. I'm so close. He's like, I could just burn him down. But on the other hand, he doesn't want to cede board control completely. Of course he can, because he's just going to kill me anyway. Awesome. This does nothing for me. I'm going to have to hex one of my own dudes to get taunt, probably.
I got this.
Taunt totem? Oh, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to get shot anyway. Yeah, never mind. God damn it. He's going to kill me with his hero power. Well, that was not a good start, and I mostly blamed the Emerald Hive Queen. I foolishly played the Hive Queen, and my opponent totally played around it, and it sucked. I didn't have her in my starting hand, did I? Like, when turn 1 when I had 1 mana, I would have played her, right? Yeah, I think I drew her at exactly the wrong time. I don't know. Just have to see if I can come back from that next time.
If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.